Hey guys, and welcome back to another new Animal Crossing video. I'm Crossing Channel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about future updates they could do to make crafting even better in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Whether you love or hate crafting, there's no denying it is one of the most important features and one of the biggest features they actually added to Animal Crossing New Horizons. So in this video I'm going to talk about how they could improve it, what quality of life changes they could do, and how crafting could generally be more fun in the future. So if you're excited for this video, be sure to leave a like to show support, and let's get straight into this. Now, crafting wasn't first introduced in Animal Crossing New Horizons, it was actually first introduced in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, and for a lot of you guys who haven't played this one, crafting was very similar in that game. It was just kind of a bit more dialed back than this one. Though I will say, in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, from what I remember, there were a lot of different varieties of materials that you could use, which made it kind of a bit more interesting, you know, to collect all of the different ones. And additionally, there are a lot more items to craft in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Of course, New Horizons is something that is being updated continuously, why I like to make videos like this, so we can sort of speculate and discuss what future updates they could make to improve the game in future. And I know what you guys are thinking, the really big one, I'm going to get it out of the way right away. The ability to craft multiple items at once. This perhaps is the most asked for quality of life change in all of Animal Crossing. Since we have to do crafting so much to get pretty much any items and to get tools and everything, crafting is kind of essential in New Horizons. Even if you don't like the system and you don't want to use it, you kinda are forced to craft at some point. So it'd be really nice if you could craft multiple items at once, rather than having to do one at a time. Now, of course, you can speed things up by pressing the A button, but to be honest with you, it doesn't feel great to have to craft things one by one, especially if you're making something like shown here, like fish bait. It's honestly so irritating to have to go through that process. I do get it, they want you to spend more time within the actual game doing stuff, but when you're doing something that feels as unfun as this, I don't know, it's not very good. I will say that I'm actually one of the people who really likes the crafting feature. I really do enjoy it, and I think it was a good addition to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Of course, it got a lot of Minecraft comparisons, especially when the terraforming was revealed too, but crafting works so well for Animal Crossing, and it really does feel like a natural feature that they've added into the series, so I'm pretty happy with it. But I definitely do get a lot of comments from people from time to time, where people will say they don't like crafting so much, and I can totally understand that. The system isn't for everyone, but we definitely do kind of have to use it if we want to get any of the cooler items in the game. Another change they could make to really improve crafting in Animal Crossing New Horizons would be the ability to get items straight from your inventory. So you can store things in your house in Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm sure you guys already know that, and I'm sure you've been storing lots and lots of things, especially crafting materials within your home. However, when you go to craft, it will only let you use materials that you have in your pockets. And I think this is kind of a bit backwards. It doesn't really make much sense to me. It'd be nice if you could just get the crafting materials from anywhere, as long as you own them, you know. You could get them straight from your house storage and craft like that. You wouldn't have to go through that process of getting them out and then putting them back in with which ones you've got left. It just feels like a bit of a hassle, to be honest with you. And like I said before, they really do want you to craft. In fact, when you get your, I believe it's your 4th, 5th, and 6th villager houses, I might be wrong about that, but it's a number like that. You actually have to craft items for the inside and for the outside of their homes. So they actually force you to craft in this game. And of course you have to get the tools as well to be able to navigate your island. So you need to do crafting in this game. So they definitely could find ways to make it more convenient. And that, in my opinion, is one of them, because let's be honest, we're not going to be carrying around all of those materials in our inventory. Speaking of materials, I'd love to see them actually add new materials in. I think that would just freshen up crafting a little bit. Like I said, I do actually like crafting, but I think it'd be great to see even more new materials added to the game. Perhaps they could add in stuff like cotton so you could do clothes. Perhaps they could add in, I don't know, some different types of rocks, maybe gems and amethysts like they had in the previous games. I know in the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, the villagers could give you their essence, which is really weird. I don't know what that is, but they would give you their essence and you could use that to craft things. So I don't know, that could be a fun idea. Either way, I think there's a lot of potential for crafting, and I'm sure as we get potentially new DIY types in the future, we may see new crafting materials. That certainly would be a lot of fun, and I just really like it when they want you to get more different types of things to go crafting with. I think that makes it a lot more realistic, because you really wouldn't be able to make everything with just these same few sets of materials. You know, you'd need to go out there and properly scavenge for them, though I do understand some people probably do not enjoy material finding in this game. All in all, I really think they could benefit by adding more items to craft as well. This one isn't too related to actually crafting because I think just in general this game has a problem with items, and we could definitely stand to see more items from the previous games, and of course new ones added in too. That definitely would be a really welcome change. Right now, there is actually quite a decent amount of stuff to craft, and they've given us new DIY recipes as the months go by. For example, we got all of the mermaid furniture that was introduced recently, and we also got the pirate stuff, though I don't think you craft any of that, but I might be wrong about that. And then we definitely got the spooky stuff that you actually definitely do craft. Of course, that came out in October. So they are adding new stuff for us to craft, but it does kind of feel at a bit of a slow rate at the moment. I don't know, I definitely think it would be nice to see even more new crafting items. I am one of those few people who will enjoy getting all the different recipes. I love going to find the bottles on the beach. I love getting them from the balloons. I love getting them from my villagers. But right now I've kind of run out of things to craft, and though I understand probably not everyone shares that point of view, I do think we could all benefit as a player base by getting different items to craft, as it would make our islands look more unique, you know. When you visit islands, you tend to see the few same items every time, which of course isn't anyone's fault. It's just the fact that this game doesn't have too many original items at the current time. So all in all, I do really like crafting, and I think it's definitely a good system. I do think it fits really well with Animal Crossing. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I think with some quality of life changes like I've mentioned here, crafting could definitely be a lot better, and honestly something that everyone really enjoys. You know, I generally think the faster these features are, the more people will prefer them, because no one wants to have to go through such a slow process. Of course, you don't want to feel like it's a grind and you're having to go one at a time. You just want to be able to craft at your convenience. So I definitely think that would be really nice, and I could just imagine a craft all button here where it would craft you literally everything that's possible to craft. So I'd love for you guys to tell me in the comments section down below, what do you think about crafting? What are some of your favorite items to craft in the game if you do like crafting? And how do you think crafting could actually be improved in Animal Crossing New Horizons? Which quality of life changes would you like to see the most? For me, I'm going to have to go with multiple crafting at once. I think that one's absolutely essential. Will we see that come out soon? I kind of doubt we will see it happen this year, but maybe next year we'll see it happen. Let's certainly hope so. If you want to help support my channel, consider clicking the join button down below the video to become a member of the Bob's Gang. You can get a whole bunch of cool perks for doing so, and it helps me out a bunch too. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and you can subscribe for more Animal Crossing content. You can also turn on channel notifications to get notified every time I make a new video. You can also check out 2 videos on the right side if you want more content from me, and my links in the description. Catch you in the next one.